So now we will discuss about the measurement of density and speed. Okay, so we will first discuss about density. What is density? Actually, density of any that means matter depends upon the packing of the molecules in case of solid or liquid or gas. Okay, so molecules, if the molecules are very closely packed, then we can say that the matter is denser. Okay, but if the molecules are loosely packed, then it is less denser. Okay, if any substance is denser than another substance, so actually we can compare between the density. So if we say that if we place a paper on water, then what will happen? The paper will float. And in case of if we throw a stone in water, then what will happen? The stone will sink, is not it? So why? If any substance is denser than water, then it will sink like stone. And if any substance is less denser than water, then what will happen? It will float in case of paper. So we can say that any body floating or sinking will depend upon the comparison of density of it with the water. Okay, clear? So how we can give the definition of density? The density is actually the mass per unit volume. Okay, the mass per unit volume of a substance is called density. So per unit volume, the mass possessed by per unit volume is called actually density. Clear? So we can say that the density is actually mass by volume of any substance. Clear? So now if we consider that m is mass of any body and v is its volume. So for volume v, it has mass m. So per unit volume, it has mass m by v. And we know that the mass per unit volume is known as density. So we can say that the density is m by v. That means d is equals to m by v. D means density, m for mass and v for volume. Okay, and we can denote the density by the sign rho. It is rho actually. Okay, so rho is equals to m by v. Now come to the point that if two substances have same mass, then also their density can vary. Okay, why? Because though the mass is same, but their their volume can vary, is not it? So we know that with the decrease of volume, the density will increase, or with the increase of volume, the density will decrease, is not it? So according to the that means this formula, d equals to m by v, we can say that, is not it? So we can say that substances with equal mass can have different density, and in the same way we can say that equal volume of different substances can have different mass, so they can have different density also, is not it? Okay, and always remember that density of water at 4 degrees centigrade is 1 gram per semi-cube in case of CGS, and 1000 kg per meter cube in case of SI unit. Okay, that means density of water means pure water actually. Okay, always remember it. Now we will discuss about the unit of density. So we know that the density is actually mass by volume. So the unit of density should be the unit of mass divided by unit of volume. So in CGS, the unit of density is gram per semi-cube. Why? Because we know that the CGS unit of mass is gram, by semi-cube is the CGS unit of volume. So gram per semi-cube, or we can write that gram semi to the power minus 3. Semi means centimeter. And SI unit in the same way we can say that kg per meter cube. Okay, this is the unit of density. Now we will discuss about determination of density of a solid by using a measuring cylinder. So how we can measure the density of a solid by using a measuring cylinder? So at first, suppose we need to measure the density of a stone. So at first we need to, that means know its mass, and we need to know also its volume. Then if we divide its mass with volume, then we will get the density, is not it? So at first we will measure the mass of the stone by using a physical balance, and we have to note the reading. Okay, after that, if we place water in measuring cylinder, that means this measuring cylinder is partially filled with water. Okay, suppose up to 70 cc. Okay, so it is the volume of the water actually. Then if we suspend the stone by means of thread into the water, okay, then what will happen? Then the water level will rise, is not it? We know that. So if it is now the volume is 100 cc suppose, so we know that the difference between the final volume and the initial volume will be the volume of the stone. We know that from the calculation of volume. So we can say that if its final volume is 100 cc and the initial volume is 70 cc, then the volume of the stone will be 100 minus 70, is not it? So after calculating the volume, if we divide its mass with volume, we can easily get the density of the solid. Clear? So now